welcome to another episode of Visuals and Vibes. I'm your host, Sankofa Ashe. Welcome to my channel, Urban Alchemistic, the HPIC, which means the High Priestess in Charge, hashtag the Dexter of Brujas. So, for today, like I promised, I'm going to give you guys a Threads reaction. Alright, you know how they have like TikTok reaction videos and da-da-da-da. So, I want to do a Threads reaction, okay? I kept seeing the ad for Threads because it's connected to Instagram, so I kept seeing it and I was curious about it because it kept popping up on my news feed, and when you would click to try to read the entire message, it wanted you to download, so I always went back like nah. But recently, I probably say like maybe last month, I said, let me go ahead and just try this thing out because I'm kind of like disenchanted with Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I just use Instagram for my video editing, honestly. There's like little tips and hacks that you can do to, make videos and shit, when it comes to like extraction and getting clips and things like that. So I just use it pretty much as that type of tool. I don't do too much interacting or too much posting. I may post in my stories here and there, but that's pretty much as far as it goes. So I'm really kind of like, blah, blah, blah with Instagram. I just use it as a tool, right? So I tried Threads, and it's actually a really cool energy on there. Now, recently I have noticed that the same, like low vibrational troll type of energy, I'm starting to see it on Threads, and it's always like that when it comes to a new platform. People just want to spread their fucking vermin and their parasitic energy everywhere, and you know how that goes. But overall, it's a good experience on Threads. The spirit definitely speaks to you through the algorithm on there, because you will go on there and you will get a message like, somehow, some way, or you'll get a joke that's in alignment. Even synchronicities can come in the form of jokes and things like that too, and just insightful stuff. And I made some pretty cool connections with the people on Threads. It's quite easy. It's very grassroots. That's what I like about it. Where it's not too much bells and whistles. It's just, I feel like Threads is for people who are writers, people who are wordsmiths, writers. It's 4:44 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as I say this, but mainly for people who are like writers and, other dope creatives, people who are poets, things like that. This is a kind of like a platform where you can kind of do that because it's just words. It's just that. So I love how grassroots it is and how old school it is. It definitely gives me some early 2010s. Yeah, it definitely gives an early 2010s, late 2000s type of vibe, where you're just dealing with words. So yeah. And also there's an opportunity for you to actually get paid. I was hearing people can get paid off of using that platform once they get a certain amount of views for the posts. All right, so it's not even about followers. It's how many people view your posts. So you have to find very interesting things to post and things like that. So today, we're going to go over my favorite threads that I've read so far. These are threads that, heavily resonated. And like I said, I made some really good connections. So make sure that you guys follow the accounts that are being shown today. All right, so of course I'm going to start off with my own. This is one of my Virgo Instagram pages. Okay, make sure that you guys follow or whatever. All right, if you see me on Threads. Okay, so this is my post, and it says, you save a lot of money when everybody hates you and you don't fuck with nobody. It's the best savings plan ever. Ha! Because if everybody likes you, then you have a social and emotional obligation to them. Yuck. I don't have to do anything for anybody in any crisis. Feels great knowing that they can't come to me ever for help and that they have to get it from somewhere else. So yeah, straight like that. There's not really much to say on that, but it is true. You do save a lot of money. You save a lot of time. You save a lot of energy that you can put into other things. You save a whole lot when you are not fucking with low vibrational people. When you're not fucking with people that are constantly in constant like loops, like like you loopy as hell. You don't want to be around energies like that. So I savor it. When I fall out with somebody, I can already see that I'm about to, and I just let it take its natural course. So it is true. It is literally the best savings plan. You save a lot of fucking money. having your energy on reserve is is wonderful, okay? Because you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't have to do nothing for nobody. You don't have any social or emotional obligation to keep up or salvage. It's perfect that way. All right, so this is a Zodiac Baddies page. All right, so it says, hello, Virgo. X's, opposites, haters. Oh my. Virgo, you're in your bag, and Spirit says everybody is not happy about it. X's, haters, people who thought they had you on lock, are shaking in their boots, watching you level up and move on. But listen, you're not here to entertain their drama. Spirit says it's time to stay focused on your commitments and let go of the distractions. Let's break down who's lingering in your energy and how to protect your peace. And when you go on there, you have to click on this message, and then it'll have like a drop down, because it's only but so much characters you can put on there. But yeah, this page is called Zodiac Baddies, and they give, like, astrological advice and tidbits or whatnot. Okay. Yeah. So all of my divine, high vibrational, evolved, healing Virgos, this message is specifically for us. Okay. I can't speak for the karmic Virgos, okay? That's not my business. That's not my jurisdiction. But I can speak on us divine Virgos. We are definitely in our bag. You know what I'm saying? We're in our spiritual bag. We're in our physical bag. And yeah, people are coming out of the woodworks, trying to get attention, trying to be seen, trying to get their ego feed. And we starving niggas out. And that's just how it is. This one resonated so heavily right here. This is Queen Ari Beauty, and she says, people literally plot on you. They watch how you look, they see how you interact, and how people gravitate towards you. They literally are strategic about everything to get into your energy or space to use things against you. They want to be you, and that's scary to watch that's scary. Watch who you're around. This is very true. People are very obsessed with trying to find out the triggers and the weaknesses of other people. When people go out their way to ask you a lot of questions, that's monitoring spirit type of energy, because obviously they're looking to collect certain information and report back, whatever that might be useful to the collective, whoever they're reporting back to. So that's the reason why they ask you question. That's the reason why they snoop through your socials, watch your stories under dummy accounts and this and that, because they know that you're paying them dust. You're not saying nothing to them. So they have to use people that appear neutral, and that's the best way how they plot on you. They use people that are like fake neutral, that appear that they're neutral, that appear that they're impartial, and that's just pretty much how that goes. When you're not an open book, you will find that a lot of people who are open books and walk around with open wounds, bleeding all over the place, you will find that they will be very into you. They will feel like, what's this person hiding? What is divine feminine, divine masculine? What are they hiding? How come they're not, walking around like an open wound like the rest of us, or this and that? They want to see what's behind the self-control and the stoicism that you have. They want to see what's going on so they can pretty much use it against you. Or once they find out that who you are isn't a gimmick, then that's when the plot definitely intensifies. All right. This brings us into our next one from Tiny the Healing Fairy. Imitation is not the sincerest form of flattery. It's identity theft. Okay. It's literally mind-blowing watching someone attempt to embody your entire essence, especially when you know the person's true character behind closed doors is that of a demonic entity. Then you can see how hard they're trying to be just to be you. Some people truly have no identity outside of you, and it's sad. It really, truly is. I mean, pretty much they're a copy and paste amalgamation of everybody that they have come across. They have low sense of self, low self-esteem, all right, and they are obsessed with what people think about them. So that would be their main motivation for why a person wants to take on the personality or spiritual identity of another person. They could easily take the time to kind of cultivate their own gifts and find out what's unique and special about them. But because of this microwavable mentality that people have nowadays, they just want it quick. They want to reach guru status in 30 days. They want to be a spiritual celebrity in 10 days or less. So that's their main motivation. So they're going to continue to use these kind of tactics, imitate you, try to take on your persona, because they feel like that's what's going to get them where they need to be. No one can ever outbeat the original, but that's what they will try to do. They will try to compete with the original. They will try to downplay the original, or even accuse the original of copying them. Okay, definitely a demonic entity, definitely a mimic. Okay, they don't know any direction for going at unless you point out the way. You know what I'm saying? And when people say that shit, that it's the sincerest form of flattery, those are people that like to copy. I find that when people say things like that, like they try to excuse it and downplay, that's because they are the type of person that would do that shit. So they condone it. Ain't nothing cool about that shit. Ain't nothing flattering about it. You could be inspired and make your own sauce out of it, but don't copy. Queen Ari Beauty says, people can damage your reputation to the point you won't even be able to feed your fucking family. Walk away from people, places, and things that don't serve you. I'm telling y'all, jealousy and envy will make a person do anything, man. I've seen it from all angles. Friends, lovers, families, jobs. This life will destroy you if you let it. Stay close to the God. Stay close to the Goddess. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, yes. Real shit right there. People will definitely try to damage your reputation just because you're holding them accountable. They will try hard to, especially in the social media streets like YouTube and all that shit. You've seen how nasty you can get with people like doxing each other, people trying to find out their personal information just because the person says something that they didn't agree with. Like, are we in fucking high school? And some people mentally don't grow past high school, don't grow past middle school, elementary school. That's just how it is. And when people are really jealous of you, or they have a slight disagreement with you, they're gonna try to look you up. They're gonna go all over your page. They're gonna try to be friends with whoever you're friends with on social media. They're gonna look and see if you have any personal information like your phone number, your school. So you gotta really be careful what you're posting and stuff like that, because they're really looking for anything. Anybody that's connected to you, they're gonna add them so that they can try to get close to you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it's one thing to dislike somebody, or it's one thing to disagree with someone, but to go out of your way to spiritually attack them, or to go out your way to dox them and violate their privacy just because you didn't agree with them is ridiculous to me. It's asinine work. This can be from people who don't even fucking know you, that think that they know you. Like she said, this could be family members, ex-lovers, all that. They can all be bothered by you for the same reason. They can all be triggered by you for the same reason, coming for you for the same reasons. So they're all going to kind of like, if they connect with each other, if there's a way for them to connect, they're going to connect. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it from all angles too. And yeah, you really have to be careful, who you're letting in, what kind of content you're consuming, and who you are consuming it from. Just a rule of thumb. All right, protect your neck. Soul Creator Got Healings says, fake people hate to see a real one coming. Authenticity is the highest vibration. Yes, it is. Yes, ma'am. And it shakes the foundation of those who thrive on pretending. When you show up as your true self, raw, unapologetic, rooted in your values, it exposes the facade of others. And they do like what we talked about in the last slide. Try to destroy your character, try to destroy your reputation when it don't hit the way how they feel like it's going to hit. All right? They don't know how to handle someone who isn't playing their game. Yeah, and they go into harassing, they go into cyber stalking and gang stalking and smear campaigns. They go into everybody. I'm telling you, they pretty much operate the same way. They're doing all that just to get you to conform to some bullshit. Mental health awareness and authenticity. That's the main themes of this year, and I'm seeing confirmation of that everywhere. People who are not authentic, they won't be able to hide behind the people that they were hiding behind before. All right, people are gonna be addressing things and just letting shit be known. You know what I'm saying? So authenticity is the newest form of currency, and it's getting expensive. The price is going up. Shout out to my neurodivergent community. I added this individual, wonderful soul right here. So make sure that you guys are following all the accounts, but especially follow Esther already. Okay, Esther already. All right. He says, I'll say it. Some of y'all are addicted to flattery, so people use it to control you. You think you're ahead of it because you reject flattery from certain people who you don't want, but those aren't the ones you should watch. You should be mindful of the person who chase you strategically flatters you. The one who uses flattery to make you feel better than a person that you are insecure about. That's how you slip into demonic mind control and you open the door yourself. Thirsty. All right. And I remember I commented on this too as well. Yes. And what I had commented was something to the effect of, this is how you can get to an alpha male or alpha female personality, is through flattery. That's what fucks them up every time. because they have a need to have to they have, naturally they have the need to lead others or have a group around them, have a pack around them. So when all you have to do to win the trust of an alpha personality is to flatter them. So that is true, is to flatter them. Now a sigma personality isn't going to go for that because they don't need flattery, they don't need a pack, they don't need people around them to pump them up. They do that themselves, they take care of that themselves. They don't need no like fluffers, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what their weakness is. Now alphas and sigmas, they can definitely alphas and sigmas can definitely learn a lot from each other, and you will find that throughout life you will kind of teeter between certain personality types: alpha, beta, omega, sigma, whatever, gamma, right? But this is true. Be mindful of those who use flattery and the ones that kiss your ass. If you're the type of person that constantly needs your ego fed, you're gonna always fall for the okey doke. You will always like you're gonna always fall for certain shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you are humble and when you are authentic, you don't really have to worry about this, and your discernment has to be up so that you can spot these types of behavior. People are so emotionally stunted these days that when they see that somebody has their own sauce and not kissing their ass, they take it so bad. Like you're trying to attack them because you're not kissing their ass, you're not giving them attention. But you need to be mindful of the people that are giving you way too much attention, the ones that are up your ass. Me, as a Sigma personality, I'm the least of your fucking worries. I ain't worried about your ass. So the ones that live vicariously through you and at your beck and call, those are the ones that you have to watch out for. But people don't really pay attention to that because they so far up their own ass, they can't really see that. The one that doesn't kiss your ass is gonna keep it real with you when nobody else won't. You know what I'm saying? People who are your fans, they want to be in your place, so they'll play docile while they sit back and learn all your secrets, find your weaknesses, and take you down. Meanwhile, the Sigma don't give a fuck. We watching it from afar. You feel me? Benjamin Zuluke says, there are people who are not talking to you because they owe you an apology. We are living in such a selfish and narcissistic culture that when people know they did you wrong, they avoid you. They want to buy enough time until they can pop up in your life and act like everything is okay. They'll come with an attitude of those, oh, those are old things. We have moved past them. The truth is that there is no expiration date for disrespect. Time alone won't phase out what we don't face. This is true. I have seen this especially with family. Like, we would be just arguing, fighting, warring like nobody's business, and then wake up and it's like a brand new day. It was the weirdest thing, and it would be times where it's like I would be arguing and fighting so much that I didn't even have a voice in the morning. Like my voice was gone after arguing and fighting. And looking back, it was like really disgusting. I would never want to be in that energy, or be around that energy ever again. But after arguing and being drained the next day, it's like they're happy-go-lucky because they done sucked up all your good energy that you had, you know what I'm saying, prior to y'all quarreling or whatever, and they would just totally forget about it. People will avoid you. They'll make subliminals on social media. They'll do all kind of weird shit, try to get people to ask about you. Everything but fucking apologize. They won't admit that they're wrong. They'll just play victim. Everybody's hating on me, everybody's jealous of me. The same old trope. Like, they don't ever want to be challenged. Like, it's the same script every single time. And when they find out that everything about you isn't a gimmick, they don't know what to do. They will literally do anything but admit they're wrong and apologize. Okay, Goddess Shala, she says, when you have a certain energy and magnetism about yourself, you're going to attract a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. True. People who want access to siphon your essence, figure out how they could be just like you, get close to your inner circle of friends and community, mimic you, siphon your energy through sex. That's a big one. Yeah, with the sacral energy, yeah. Some people really have no intentions of nurturing you, pouring back, or maintaining a genuine connection. They just want the experience. I try to stay away from this narrative, but unawareness equals protection. That is true. You have to admit, as a divine feminine, divine masculine, you are an enigmatic experience. The people of your past, that's how they're going to be looking at us. We are an enigma. We're like an urban legend. Like, they're probably wondering, like, damn, was it all a prank? Was it even real? Did I even know this person? Like, that's how the people of our past that are stuck in South Node, that's what they're currently thinking about us right now. You just have to admit that you are an experience. I've come to terms with it. I'm an experience. I'm an enigma. I'm an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too fucking comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too disrespectful. I'm an experience, a once in a lifetime experience. And that's how you got to go on with life. It is what it is. This one talks about the shift on Instagram and how there's a lot of people that are on Threads that are like, yo, I love Threads more so than fucking Instagram. Like, I might have to keep my Instagram just for this. So, A1 Trilogy, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, A1 Trilogy says, a thread on why Instagram got weird. Part 1. The reason why a lot of people hate Instagram now is because you know the people, either you know them or they know of you, but they don't support you and they just watch your story and act like robots. I did a little experiment and it worked. I stopped posting stories for a while and just posted often. Be honest, vulnerable, and it might feel scary at first, but just do it. Post about what you like. First, you're going to lose followers. That's step 1. I didn't get to screenshot the rest of it. But yeah, he's right. On Instagram, it's a lot of like voyeurism, a lot of monitoring spirits on Instagram. There's always people trying to snatch up your energy. It's a lot of like, looky-loos on Instagram. And it's true. Try that experiment, because I personally tried it. Try to post like seldom, like don't even post like that. And when you look in your list to see who's watching your stories, you'd be surprised at what you see. And Instagram even has it where like your Facebook, like it goes into your Facebook posts. So if you look at my Facebook story, it makes it seem like I'm on Facebook, but I'm not even on Facebook. It's just that I may seldom post my IG stories, and they have this setting where it just goes straight to your Facebook. So if you don't want it going there, you're gonna have to make the adjustments, but they kind of make it for you type shit. But yeah, y'all already know the porn bots and shit. They use a generated website and they watch your stories. I don't know what the fuck they think that they gonna find, because I really don't be posting much. But when I know that I have monitoring spirits, you know what I do? I post shit that I know is gonna fucking piss them off. Oh yeah, spirit gotta chime in too. Like, yeah, we do that, don't we? We be posting shit that's gonna make their asses fucking mad. Cause bitch, if you come in here with evil eyes and indifferent eyes, I'm going to make sure I piss you off. Because we all know you watching to report. You're watching so you can try to think that you about to clock something and report back to whoever, and you just gonna leave with your tail between your legs, and that's just how it's gonna be. Like, period. Angel Baby says, if they've done some type of binding magic or trying to open portals for their magic to work against you, it may make you feel uneasy or put you under the spell's intention. That could be things like attacking your health, mind control. Thank you, Spirit. Mind control, mental stability, attack your life, destiny swapping, etc. You might not even notice it if they cloak their energy. Get in tune with your intuition. It will always tell you who is harming you. Always listen to your intuition. Yes, those are the things that they do. And yes, about the cloaking the energy, the way how they will cloak is to try to mimic you, mimic your reactions, mimic your reasonings. Whatever that you're saying towards them, they're going to pretty much, that's just the name of the game. So cloaking under other people's energy, and that's pretty much the main tactic there. They can cast an illusion to make it seem like you're the bad guy and you're not the originator and you're trying to be like them, when the whole time it is the other way around. But those who have true discernment sees what's going on. Those who sees it knows it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys stick with your spiritual maintenance, stick with your routines, your workouts, your supplements, your beauty regimens, because they will try to attack you in those areas. If you don't keep up, then they can use that against you, because they're trying to find a weakness. So if you don't stick with your spiritual maintenance, they can find a way in. If you don't stick with your workouts, they can find a way in. Your immune system is low, that's their mode of attack. Now we can attack your health now. So keep your immune system strong and your spiritual immune system strong as well. The Divine Blueprint says, beware of people who manipulate you out of listening to your own intuition. Yes, that gaslighting, right. People really be trying to gaslight your intuition. Yes, oh my goodness. I dealt with this in the recent years. This is called coercive control, and it's how they brainwash you into believing their lies and going along with what they say. All right, this is controlled opposition. This is principalities, y'all. This is what they be doing. All right, it's done so gradually and secretively on purpose. It's virtually indetectable so that when they are found out, they can use the whole plausible deniability trick. But it's 2025 now. The world's on fire, and we're all sharing our stories to know our truth, and we have the receipts. Yes, and we will not be silenced. You understand me? We will not be silenced. That's the energy that I've been pushing out, and it's coming back to me in confirmations like, yes, we feel you, because I'm starting to see other people. I'm pushing that energy out into the collective, and I'm starting to see the collective push that energy right back out. You feel me? And the energy that I was pushing out is for people to speak their mind, speak their piece, what's on their heart, regardless of what the fuck it is, to live their most authentic lives and call shit out, expose shit. No more PC shit. That's the name of the game. Authenticity. That's it. Period. Simple Organics posted, stop posting private information on public platforms. You don't know who is watching you. Posting them babies in their school uniforms, their birthday invites with the address, them at the park, your city blasted in every post, in front of building names, etc. It's dangerous. I know y'all like showing stuff off, but not everything needs to be posted. Again, you don't know who's watching you on these apps. It's best you help yourself instead of make it easy for people to find you. Yes, and it is very true. That's why going back, when I stopped being on Facebook, I went back and like downloaded all of my pictures and I put all my stuff on private, deleted old posts, all the stuff that we used to do back in the day on Facebook, like the whole check-in thing, got rid of that. I don't post my location, none of that. You know how they have that thing on Snapchat where it's like you can see people's location, you can share your location with friends and family? No, I don't do that shit. I don't see why anybody would want to. I don't need nobody to know where I am, and you know, because you don't need people to be clocking you like that. You know, if it's an emergency, I get it, but like, no. Okay, girl. Simple Organics posted, stop posting private information on public platforms. You don't know who is watching you. Posting them babies in their school uniforms, their birthday invites with the address, them at the park, your city blasted in every post, in front of building names, etc. It's dangerous. I know y'all like showing stuff off, but not everything needs to be posted. Again, you don't know who's watching you on these apps. It's best you help yourself instead of make it. People can find out a lot of things about you just by looking in the background of your picture. Be careful of what you have laying out. You know, posting addresses, checking in, oh, I'm at this restaurant, I'm at that restaurant. You know, there are people who don't like you because of your energy, who you represent as a person, and they're going to try to show up in places that you go to. I've had people try to do this, you know what I'm saying? They'll watch me under dummy accounts, this and that, whatever, find out I'm going to some event and try to be there. Sometimes I do it on purpose and don't even fucking show up. Other times I actually do show up, but I either come really early or I come very late. So by the time y'all leave, I'm already walking in. Y'all don't even see me. I done that last year, actually. When I went out for Belize Independence, I was like, yo, I know I'm going to go out. This is still my season. I'm still enjoying my season or whatever at the time. And so I went, right? But when I went late. By the time I come, everybody's drunk. They mind their own business. They're not worried about me. Whoever ops or whatever that was there, they probably came from the very beginning, and then they already done walked out and left, and then that's when I'm coming in. So usually I come in like within the last hour and a half of an event. It's either that or I come super early. So either way, if I'm making a cameo, I come when you don't expect me to come. So, you know, you just have to have that element of surprise. And yeah, just really like be mindful of what you post. Not everybody needs to know every little thing about you, okay? And about your loved ones. All right, Aura Vibin, all right, says Aquarius and Capricorn placements. You are held to a much higher standard than the rest of the zodiac. I felt this because I'm an Aquarius moon in tropical astrology. I'm a Capricorn moon in Vedic. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling this. This is because of Saturn's rulership over you, where some people can get away with gossiping, plotting evil, slacking, doing the bare minimum, etc., and rarely paying the price for this behavior. It is so fucking frustrating being a bigger person. I fucking hate that shit. But it does has its perks, but I fucking hate that shit. Like, damn, like, you punk ass motherfuckers, y'all can get away with anything. Like, if I try to cut up one time like everybody else, I immediately get it. Like, bitch, you know better. Like, you can't even send a harmful thought to someone else without almost without feeling almost instant repercussions from it. This is very true. This is very true. Those other people, they get to cut up all they want, but some of us, we can't cut up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but as a reward, you're given more responsibility, authority, and protection. That is very true. So that those are the perks. We have more responsibility, we have more authority, we have more protection, and we're very, very fucking resilient. We ain't got no choice but to be. This is due to Aquarius and Aquarius placement's ability to detach and to be stoic, to compartmentalize, and push people forward, doing what's best for themselves and others. And this can also be due to Capricorn and Capricorn placements, because they know how to deal with the rough side of things. They are ruled by Saturn. So hard work and perseverance is pretty much second nature for them. You can get on Threads and you will see the exact message that Spirit wants you to have. And I came across this one too as well. All of these resonate with me. You know what I'm saying? This one is from Goddess Mystic. Goddess Mystic. Never allow anyone to get you out of character. A lot of the times people try to provoke you because they don't believe you're truly genuine, and it's usually because they're the ones who aren't. That is true. Yeah, they think that you're full of shit, and when they hang around you and they realize that who you are isn't a gimmick, it isn't a facade, man, that's when the plots begin. That's when the weird shit begin. They think that that you have a character like they have a character. No, this is who I really am. This is who I truly am. Instead of them learning from you, they end up trying to plot against you right afterwards. Ask me how I know. Anyways, the person goes on to say, the thing about it is sometimes certain people want you to act the same way they painted you out to be, exactly in their minds, so they intentionally do things to you to get a reaction out of you. This is why it's very essential to pay close attention to your energy and others. And when you learn how to tune in, We did talk earlier about how people are obsessed with finding out your triggers, all right, because you seem to be, in their eyes, well put together. You seem very certain about yourself, and that is what intrigues them. But when it comes to insecure people, what intrigues them ultimately repels them, offends them, and they try to make it your fucking problem. Malik Preen says, the quickest way to ruin your reputation in life is by trying to ruin other people's reputations. Talking shit isn't cool, straight up. People don't realize this, but when you go around creating drama, rumors, gossip, you ruin others' opportunities and relationships. I don't even think that they even think that far. I notice that people that do this, they're very short-sighted and emotionally unintelligent. Very short-sighted. They don't realize that the words that they're speaking about other people is ruining other people's opportunities and livelihood and the means of survival. We all got to survive, whether we agree with each other or not, divine or karmic, good or bad. We all got fucking bills to pay, don't we? You know what I'm saying? We can disagree. We can, have our little, tit for tat, but not for it to go anything beyond like fucking with somebody's lower chakras, aka fucking with somebody's livelihood, their sense of safety, their sense of privacy. You know what I'm saying? Like their sense of belonging, relationships, things that are supposed to help them nurture and grow, right? All right. Drama is not attractive at all. People don't want to associate, socialize, or work with people that always come with problems and issues. There are people that constantly draw these types of things towards them, and it's because they love it. And then there are some people like me, like us, that we don't want anything to do with this shit, and it keeps coming to us. So there's always a flip side to these kind of things. All right. Angel Baby, how to tell who is spiritually attacking you. You will see their name everywhere. This is true. You will see them randomly. You'll see their names. Yep. This can be an evil eyeing you or actual baneful magic. This could be online and offline. You may hear their name. You may see their name. You may see somebody that looks like them. Okay. That you think like, damn, I thought I saw this person, and it's not them, but it's a representative. Okay. With evil eye, seeing their name or energy around means that they are projecting onto your energy, especially if there is negative energy surrounding it. This is where I talk about how spirit speaks to you to the algorithm. You will see their stuff start to pop up. If they do content, you'll see their content pop up. You'll see their lookalike. You'll see their lookalike out in public. This could also be in the dreams, in the astral realm. Random thoughts about them. You may find yourself getting into telepathic arguments once you get to where I'm at with this fucking bullshit, with this battlefield that we on. You know, you may have to simultaneously cuss people out telepathically all at once. You know, it be like that sometimes, for real. You see their content pop up. You see, you trust me, they will guide you to the right place so that you could find out where the energy leak is, or where they're draining your energy from, who exactly it is. You'll find out. God is mystic. People only attack you in areas where they see you hold power. True. If they didn't see power in you, they wouldn't even bother you. So if you're someone who's heavily targeted by people unprovoked, especially when you don't even know them, understand they recognize something within you that you may not. A lot of the times people attack you in these areas because they do not want you to see your power or know how powerful you are. They don't want you to be the person with the power. All right? And I didn't get a chance to click it and see the rest of the message, but make sure you follow her. You'll be able to see all of these threads. People are attracted to your energy, your creative energy, your ability to be resilient and to create things regardless of what's going on. Maybe you're not easily affected by certain things. Maybe you just seem to be on a different wavelength. And instead of them working on themselves to get their own selves there, and maybe using you as an inspirational springboard to where they can do their own thing, nah, they're not going to do that. Okay? They are going to bother you. They are going to try to attack you. And if they can't attack you, they're going to try to replace you. They're going to pull every trick out of the book to cancel you. I am Janae Maria. When people experience divination abuse, it's usually coming from someone who knows you, who either envies you, jealous of you, hates you so much, they become influenced and possessed by the entities they invited into their hearts. Yes, Miss Divinators can definitely do that. They can become obsessed with your life, your trajectory, and they're also, they love the money. They're about the money. It could be like a karmic spiritualist. They might help you with one area, but then they'll fuck up another just so you can come back to them. It's the same thing with the reader. They can become invested in your energy. They can find out things about you through doing readings on you on the sly. I'm talking about not the readings that you pay for, but I'm talking about off the cuff readings. And I mean off the cuff readings that you did not consent to. They can do that and get jealous of what's coming in your life. You know what I'm saying? And they can start giving you bad advice. Using your reading as a collective reading is crazy. She goes on to say they become obsessed with their victim. Yeah, because they want to be the ones to save the day. And use and abuse an emotional pacifier. Exactly. Leaving the person on the other end strung all over if they're not aware. They try to make you dependent on them. Yeah. That's what they like. They like codependent people. Yeah. Now, the scary part is the whole thing is done in secret. Most time, abusers thrill at the fact that no one knows. All right? It's just like a karmic spiritualist, a karmic tarot reader, whatever, karmic life coach. They become obsessed and enthralled with your trajectory. They may do readings off the cuff, not the ones that you paid for, but I'm talking about the ones that you didn't consent for, and they find out what's coming your way. They get jealous of that. They start giving you bad advice. They start, misdivinating you literally on purpose because they become so invested in your story, and may even try to destiny swap with you just because they see what's coming your way. You feel me? They like people who are fresh, and they're unaware and they need help, and they want to be the ones to kind of like save the day. They fuck up your day secretly and then come and save the day, so you could be like, wow, I could really trust this person. You got to really be careful with that. Don't let everybody read you. Ibukun Oluwa. It says some people will fumble you on purpose because they know they can't afford you energetically. Why even bother from the start? What was you trying to prove approaching a goddess with shit covered in glitters, trying to actually pass it off as gold in an attempt to steal real gold energetically? A divinely connected being can literally smell your intentions right from the beginning, but will still let you exercise your free will, so judgment can come swiftly. This is true as fuck, because it's like we know people more than we know themselves. Everybody runs off of the same fucking script, so you're not going to like pull the rug underneath my feet. I already know you more than you know yourself. I know what you're about to do before you even do it, and I already have reinforcements. I have everything already laid out for you. So, yeah, let's get on with this shit. I'm going to go ahead and play it off just so I can develop my character. You feel me? Phenomenal Trends says, Don't believe the hype. If they're addressing it, they're definitely bothered by it. Keep your silent moves silent. Let the fake beef stay fake. One thing I've learned is that some of the loudest, most confident people are often covering up drama and unhealed trauma behind a fake smile. Yup, behind them fake ass smiles, them fake ass laughs, like, bitch, you're not okay, shut up. Here's the truth. Real power is in being authentic. Try being genuinely you. It's unmatched. Alright? People with high emotional intelligence often appear cold to others, but withholding information doesn't mean they lack feelings. True, exactly. They mostly experience enough pain and joy to develop mastery over their emotions, choosing when and how to express them. This skill set is essential for self-mastery. Shout out to all my Aquariuses. I'm an Aquarius moon. Happy Aquarius season. We have definitely mastered this part of ourselves, for the most part. You'll have your moments, but honestly, this is what it is. It takes time to build up a high emotional intelligence over time. Once you realize it's all a script and you decide to rip up the script and become the director of your own story, this becomes less of a problem. Alright, I believe this is the last one. Alright, so it says, some people envy you so much that they'll spread rumors and add to what they hear, wanting so badly for others to join them in the game of tearing you down. Funny how your perseverance triggers them. Don't be surprised if these people try to step into the spotlight when it finally lands on you, trying to convince people not to love you. Your mission is protected. Keep going, even if you have to do it alone. Very good message, and I like how the person said, funny how your perseverance triggers them. Yes, your resiliency, your perseverance definitely triggers people, because if you would have put them through a fraction of what they put you through, they would be in the fetal position, crying like a little bitch. You understand what I'm saying? And those are a few of my favorite threads. Alright guys, this is the end of the show, so make sure you guys follow me on there and follow all of the accounts. Thanks for watching. Peace.
In my pocket, not from rolling. If I was a fiend, then my gold would be stolen. But my name breed on everything I own. And when I get my Jeep, I'm putting breed on the chrome. Shine it up good, kicking through my neighborhood. Motorola phone, fat rims in a Kenwood. Put the kid around it, and then I'll have it drop. Just because the riding people think I'm selling rocks, but they don't feature your